I know, that's just kind of gibberish.
No, you can have it.
I know, because you can have it with me falling over. Hey, did you notice I still had the ladybug? Even when I was falling backwards. Are they?
Playing with feet, you gotta be careful not step on ladybugs.
We're going to go ladybug hunting. Well, you know, they do say ladybugs are good luck. But, you know, we do have, you know, with the Consumer Electronics Show, it's almost, in a way, overwhelming. One of my neighbors asked me the other day, they said, well, we heard you went to the Consumer Electronics Show, you know, kind of tell us the highlights. And you have to kind of step back and say, what category?
Basically, okay, it was a much quieter CES this year than has been in the past. I can tell you from, you know, Notaspringchick, she does interviews. I tend to listen to people, and I do know that
I'm busy doing interviews.
They expected, I can tell you from talking to security people, that a lot more members of the press were expected to come than came, but the reason was that people that would normally send 4 only sent 2. And people that would send 6 only sent 4. So there was, it had to do with budgetary cutbacks in news departments all over.
But you know why they had to cut back? Because they're covering the inauguration.
Yeah, when they're spending $1 billion.
Where local ones are.
Yeah.
I mean, more local,
they figured that,
national.
you know, but the Consumer Electronics Show is really a, you know, if you want to know what's hot, you go there, because sometimes what is hot is not really being pushed. And it's something that people find out about. I mean, like we found out...
We can talk about some of the trends we were seeing, too.
We found out at the Diana Ross concert, you know, for Monster music retailers, that what was really hot over at HP was their notebook.
Oh, that's true. Because one of the things, actually netbooks are really big deal this year.
Yeah.
You know, which are the small little notebooks that are running on XP or actually Microsoft Windows 7. But instead of people using their little Apple iPhones to go on the internet, which people do, it's basically to go on the internet.
Yeah.
But the hot one they said was the HP Vivian Tam notebook.
Yeah.
Which actually is it's gorgeous.
It's about this little bit bigger than that, I think.
Actually, it's about
That's
like
what I mean.
this and like here.
Yeah, about sort of maybe, well, it's maybe like about this size. I think it was 8 inches, wasn't it?
Yeah, and for people that are unfamiliar who Vivian Tam is, she is a fashion designer, and the notebook is in red.
Yeah.
Very bright, high gloss red. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then you see the floral pattern. And they also have a case for it that's bright red.
Yeah.
And you'll see a picture of her with her dress, matching that book, gracing the runway.
I think the red color, too, has got to do mostly with the fact that people set their things down, and then they sort of become invisible.
Oh, you know what? Well, actually, you are able to find it. Well, you know, a fashion designer, they're going to start doing that. They can't have just standard black.
Yeah.
They want it to look nicer and stand out.
Skins for notebook are also very popular this year.
Yeah, actually, they're becoming much... Oh, wait. Okay. We're going to get back to more of the netbooks. The skins themselves are becoming much more popular because, you know, I think it has to do with this Apple iPod trend, customized all the accessories.
Right.
And a skin, you can go to someplace like Snapbook, or excuse me, Snapfish or Kodak probably get photos skins for your laptop computer as well as your telephone and everything else.
Yeah.
And also, I know he's got this whole list. Should we stay on netbooks or do you want to go to fashion?
Netbooks are, it said the netbooks, wow, that's the CES. That is the top thing on the list is netbooks. Because you can get, which is sort of ridiculous, you can get a netbook with 120 gigabyte hard drive on it.
Yeah, and I mean, the netbooks, I mean, you can get everything from like a $299 EPC, which you'll see in Best Buy. The Vivian Tam is online only, and I believe the price starts at $699.
Yeah.
And then Sony had their netbook too, which I spoke with them. You can actually put it in their jacket pocket on the inside.
I've seen the things. I mean, and for instance, I know Vonage. I did listen to some people at Vonage. Vonage thinks that netbooks are going to be a massive boon for them because the netbook could replace your cell phone. You know, because it's easier. Well, because the netbook has a better sound system than does the cell phone.
Yeah, but
and
you know, but then you gotta walk around with your cell phone.
No, but this is for like you're sitting in a, you know, you're sitting in a space, you know, and you've got other people around you that you want to hear. You know, so you use your netbooks are mostly going to be used for business.
Yeah, business applications. because really the netbooks, they're a little bit smaller in scale, and they don't have. Well, first of all, they're not running Vista.
That's right.
Yeah, and they don't have nearly as large of a hard drive. 160 gigabyte.
Well, yeah, no, it's the internal memory that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you get 120 gigabytes, but only 1 gigabyte of RAM, which basically will not run Vista very well.
So basically, those netbooks, they're intended to basically get on the internet
Yeah,
and do word processing.
well, we can guarantee you, we saw going to CES, we rode down an elevator with a woman, a company that had spent like 15 hours loading their material onto a netbook, and she's carrying it like this, you know. And
I know.
You know, that's what they expect the future to be like, is that you'll carry your company in a netbook.
Well, I actually thought it was really cool, and I actually spoke in the press room with somebody that had a netbook in the press room,
Yeah.
and she said she's had them for years, because for a while, computers were laptops were like 15 inches, and they went up to like 17 inches,
Yeah,
and now they're coming
but
back.
they told people, that this is a good one, the same people that said that no one wanted cameras on cell phones said that no one wanted small notebooks. Yeah.
Give them a reason to want it.
You know, but they figure, okay, you can do more with your netbook than you can with your iPhone.
I almost think things like the iPhone are driving it,
Yeah,
because
they're too expensive. I mean, you can get a good netbook for less than an iPhone is going to cost, and then you use Google Maps on your iPhone. So, another thing to,
that's true, because the netbook is what, $300.
yeah,
Oh, but then you have to buy a service. So if you already have a broadband card,
then you
then
got your, okay. Netbooks, you have to be very careful. Netbooks may not be usable with the broadband card you have. You have to get an air card to go with it.
that's
Because
true.
if for instance you have a compact, a card that will fit into your card slot, most netbooks only use USB ports.
That's true. They do, and they are Wi-Fi enabled.
Yeah,
But it's always better to be able to have your own broadband than just relying on the Wi-Fi.
and a lot of the netbooks don't have DVD capability, but you can buy a portable DVD player to go with it, plug in. They are well endowed with USB ports on them.
Yeah.
That's one thing they actually have.
Well endowed for that little guy is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of PC, laptops only have 2.
I know. We actually had a hard time finding 4.
Yeah. I mean, I have a gaming computer which I use for video editing because it's so fast. It took us, God, long forever to find things that had ports on it so we could plug things in. But that's what's hot. But like I tell you another thing. One of the guys told me in the press room.
Ooh, the press room.
Yeah, the press room. People in the press room gossip a lot. It's got to do with the fact that why buy an Android or an iPhone, without voice communications for your GPS, when you can get a netbook, and for like $10 a month, add that process to your netbook.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that, because here's this whole gap as far as GPS, because GPS was really hot last year. This last holiday season, it wasn't, because, well, first of all,
they overdid it.
They overdid it.
Okay, basically, when you can get a GPS for your cell phone,
Yeah.
then which we can, if our service will sell us the GPS for our cell phones. But it said, well, you can get that the one by GPS. But they said what you do with your netbook is that you plug it in. A lot of things have iPhone ports, so you can plug it into your computer or plug it into your car. You plug your netbook into your car, and then you can tell you through the speaker system in the car, everything.